Hello, hello.
Everybody, what's up, baby?
How you doing?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Just hanging out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Like Father, Like Son Sports, where me and Tyler celebrate the timeless bond of family through the love of sports. Join us as we dive into the thrilling world of athletics, sharing stories, insights, and experience from both his perspective and my perspective. Whether it's reminiscing about games, discussing the latest sports news, or exploring how sports shapes our lives, we aim to inspire and entertain. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's kick off an exciting journey through the heart of sports and family. Good to be back with you, buddy.
Yes, of course. It's always nice, huh?
Always nice, man.
How was your Thanksgiving, Dad?
Hey, man, I can't complain. You know, I spent it with the fam, except for you. You know what I'm saying? We I was with Diane and her family, and we had a good time, man. Good time. The children with Courtney, they had a good time, and it just all love, man. I'm glad everybody had a good time. How was yours, buddy?
Mine was good. We all came to my mom's house. I even had a couple friends come because they didn't know if any of their family was going to do stuff, and then their mom ended up doing some things, so we went over there. Just good day all around, you know.
Yes, sir.
Playing some SingStar.
So what?
SingStar, it's a PlayStation game. It's like a singing. It's like Rockstar or Rock Band, but just singing. You know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's cool. It's fun.
Cool, man. Cool. We got a great show today, man. We're gonna talk about NFL headlines. There's a few things to discuss, and then we're gonna get into the big topic of the show, which is figuring out which coach is gonna win NFL Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
You'll do, because there's a lot of great candidates in both conferences. So you'll do a top three in the AFC conference. I'll do a top three in the NFC conference. You know, there isn't an AFC Coach of the Year or NFC Coach of the Year. There's just an NFL Coach of the Year. So we're pitting my coaches against your coaches, and we're gonna see whose coach rises to the top.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. So before we begin, let me ask you this.
Okay.
You can have a, you may have an answer, you may not have an answer, but what do you wish people understood most about you? I mean, is there you ever thought about that? Like, what is there something that you wish people understood about you that you believe maybe they don't?
That's a hard one.
It is because not everybody feels like they're misunderstood like that.
Yeah.
That's why I started not to ask, but I said, no, I'm going to go ahead and get this out just in case he has something that he wants to get off his chest. You got anything you want to get off your chest, man?
I don't think so. I think people, there are
you figured out?
I'm sorry?
So people have you pretty much figured out?
I don't think I'm really, I don't know. There have been times where people have misunderstood me a lot, but it doesn't happen like to a crazy degree all that often, you know?
Right.
I think for the most part, people kind of get that who I am, you know?
Okay. Well, people have always, since I was young, have taken my kindness for weakness. I've taken my gentle nature for somebody that won't be a pit bull.
Okay, that's fair. I guess I could say that, you know. People do tend to think that since I am calmer and nicer and I got a level head. Most of the times they think that like my top won't blow, and they think I can't get to that point.
Angry and stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Me
So
too.
when it does happen, generally, like there have been like close friends of mine that when I do get upset, they're like that. They're like, whoa, like they've never seen that before. So
Yeah, we've never seen that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So I could say that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they look at you and say, "Oh, he's thin. He can't fight, or
Right.
whatever, that type of thing." Yeah, me too, man. I'm short. So the taller guys or the bigger guys want to pick on me, and they learn pretty quick that was the wrong move, baby.
Well,
Good,
Dad,
man.
I have a question for you, actually.
Oh Lord, see, I get nervous with your questions because your questions are always so thought provoking. I don't know. Okay,
Well,
go ahead, buddy.
You've accomplished a lot in your life.
Mhm.
What's something that you still have yet to that you still want to accomplish? If there's
Wow.
anything.
Wow. Okay. Oh man. So I have yet to make $1 million in a year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's surface level type stuff. But that's something that, when you reach that level, you're like, okay, I did that. That, right? I feel like I haven't become as disciplined in my workouts, in my thinking, in gracing this earth as I will become. Right? I feel like every time I set my mind to do something, I do it. And yet, when it comes to disciplining myself in that way as I've gotten older, those times are at shorter intervals, 3 months here, 6 months there, that type of thing. But there's that's a lot. I've yet to write my second book.
Okay.
And a second full book. I wrote a partial book, my second full book, and so that's something that I look forward to doing.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's some other things that are in my mind, but I can't just put them out there right now.
That's fair.
Then people will be holding me to it.
Yeah.
But that was a good question, bro. Good question.
All right, cool, good. I'll keep them coming. Don't worry.
All right, man. So, guys, let's get started, baby. Like, subscribe, share, comment. We love to hear from you. It's gonna be a great show. Let's get into it. NFL headlines. First headline. What do we have?
Oh, the Aziz Al-Shaair, I think that's how you pronounce his name, suspension.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Dad?
We saw the hit, huh?
Yeah. I watched it again before this episode.
So I'm a defensive player. I was always a defensive player, right? So I understand attacking with no holds barred, relentless abandon, running through someone and not to someone. I did that my whole time I was playing. However, the times have changed. And they're protecting those quarterbacks a lot more than they were ever protected when I was playing. And so just looking at the hit, Aziz was cocked and loaded. He was ready for him to slide so he could, I don't want to say attack him. I'm hoping go over him, but it looked like he was going to hit him whether he slid or not.
I agree.
And that's just going to cost you money.
Yeah.
and so I felt like it was worthy of a fine. If you don't know, he's been suspended 3 games. I didn't feel like it warranted a 3-game suspension. So that's a shame, in my opinion. But I did think he was getting fined and possibly a 1-game suspension, and that was just based off of how Trevor Lawrence locked up when he got hit. Like, just the optics of it all. I felt he'd get a 1-game suspension, but 3 games is a bit much, considering that when quarterbacks slide, you never know, if they're going to slide or not. Because Trevor Lawrence has been known to not slide and run through people. Like, he's got a really big frame, and he has done that. But, like, in that instance, I felt like Aziz could see that he was about to slide, and he should have laid off. What I'll tell these defensive players, if there's any NFL players watching this podcast, protect your paycheck.
Yeah.
Know that there's money coming out of your paycheck when you do things like that, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion, son. What do you?
I agree to pretty much all you said. I think I heard that they were going to suspend him for it, and I was like, this is football, guys.
Yeah.
And again, they don't announce that they're about to slide when they slide. It's a last-minute decision.
Yeah.
Just like a decision the defender is going to make. Am I going to slam this dude or not?
Yeah.
Am I going to blast him, or am I going to let him go by me?
If you cocked already.
Exactly. If you're already getting to that point
before he slides. When he slides.
Like you said, whether he slid or not, he was going to get hit.
Yeah.
So I wasn't a fan of the suspension, but I do love my boy Trevor. And I'm not saying just because I love Trevor that I'm okay with the suspension. I'm not, but a game would have been fine to me. 3 games does seem like a little much, but Trevor is now on IR. He's out for the season. He's going to be getting surgery done on his shoulder. So it's not, I guess, directly caused from the hit, but I'm sure the hit probably hurt it a little more than it already was hurt.
No, the hit exacerbated the surgery, the shoulder surgery, because he was going to be out for a concussion protocol anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, I might as well get this surgery now instead of later.
Yeah.
Right. So I can hurry up and heal up. So that was that. And
that was that. That's unfortunate. How big of a I've never heard of this man until this happened. How big of a hit is this to your team?
Listen, as badly as Trevor Lawrence was playing, I didn't want to see Mac Jones come into the game.
Really?
No, because the backup quarterback is always the scariest person on the field.
Even Mac
Jones? You
don't
plan for the backup quarterback, yes. And you see he commits to carving us up.
Yeah, fair.
And it always happens like that. It's always been Jacoby Brissett in the past. or some other backup.
Mm-hmm.
But backup quarterbacks are very dangerous, especially if they can play a little bit. And we were lucky to get out of that game with the dub once Trevor Lawrence went out, because we was gonna blow him out with him in there. But Mac Jones brought him back a little bit.
Well,
next up, Bears fire Matt Eberflus. So we talked about the OC getting fired a few weeks ago and how that would affect Caleb Williams.
Mm-mm.
And so we felt like, as bad as they were playing, it might have had a positive effect on them. But the head coach getting let go, all these changes, I think it's going to have an effect this season. Depending on who they get in there for the new head coach, it shouldn't have a long-term effect on. It shouldn't have a long-term negative effect on on Caleb Williams.
Right.
But yeah, what do you think, bro?
Well, I'm happy. I'm looking forward to seeing how Caleb Williams comes out of this, because I think a lot of Chicago's problem this year hasn't been Caleb Williams. Did he have a slow start? Yes. But he turned around and he's been playing great football still. I'm tired of seeing Caleb Williams slander. And I think this decision is going to show everybody that it was not Caleb's fault. I have some stuff written down here about the interim head coach for the Chicago Bears, Thomas Brown.
Okay, but before you get to that,
okay,
I will just say Matt Eberflus, his record was 14-32, in a little over 3 years, or 2 years, almost 3 years, and so obviously, I think he was in over his head.
Yeah,
and so, you know, the last 3 hires that the Bears have made have been terrible hires.
Yeah.
So I have no confidence, and I'm saying this as a Bears fan growing up. I was a Mike Ditka, Buddy Ryan fan, Mike Singletary, Walter Payton, Refrigerator Perry. I was a fan in the 80s and 90s when I was growing up. Grew up a Bears fan. From Texas, grew up a Bears fan. So just because I'm a Texans fan now, I still want to see them do well. But they haven't hired very good head coaches the last 3 hires. And so that gives me no confidence that they will this time around.
Yeah.
Although there may be like candidates out there that they just can't miss on. And
I mean, they can.
That might be their saving grace.
Yeah. Well, for the time being,
yeah,
a man by the name of Thomas Brown.
And he might be in the mix. Who knows?
Filling in.
Yep.
According to players, Thomas Brown oversaw his first practice the other day, and some players noted an immediate difference that they felt with him watching over them, and they believe that he could be the spark needed for them to overcome their 6-game losing streak that they are on, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, that's players. I read
what
that.
What did he coach? What position did he coach? Running back? He was a running back in the league. I know that.
Thomas Brown, Bears coach. Let me look at him real quick. I probably should have wrote that down earlier.
Yeah, pretty sure he was a running back in the league. So maybe
he was the offensive coordinator.
Okay, so he took over the OC role after.
Yeah, I knew he sounded familiar. Mm-hmm.
The other guy got fired.
Yep, and now he's head coach.
Well, he came up.
Yeah.
Damn. So he started the year off as the running backs coach.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to end the year off as the head coach.
I think he was the quarterback coach. Was he the running back coach?
I'm saying, because he was a running back, so I'm assuming. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well.
Okay. No,
this guy, maybe he could save them, you know? I don't.
Has he ever been? So, yeah, I don't think he'll get a realistic shot, though.
No, definitely not. I think there's still, you could pray Bill Belichick comes back. Brian Flores is out here somewhere.
Mike Vrabel. Yep.
Mike McCarthy might need a new job when this season's over.
Oh yeah. He's gonna land jelly up.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He's a hot coordinator from Buffalo.
Okay.
I don't think the Texans OC is hot this offseason, so he probably won't be in the mix. Although he may be in the mix for a few jobs, but his light has dimmed this year because of C.J. Stroud's regression.
Mm-hmm.
But there may be one or two other guys out there that I'm not thinking of that can realistically have a shot at that job as well. Hopefully
Maybe
some
Joe
other
Brady,
brothers
the
get
Bills offensive coordinator.
shot. Joe Brady.
Yeah.
Okay, Ben Johnson is Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Joe Brady, definitely Joe Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Johnson and Joe Brady will have a shot. Any black coordinators out there with shots? I know we're probably looking at the defensive side of the ball.
I can't think of any.
Yeah, Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn should have a shot.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about okay. Yes, Aaron Glenn should.
From where? Where is he from? I'm sorry, I don't recognize the name.
Detroit. He's Detroit's defensive coordinator.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was cornerbacks coach, defensive coordinator at New Orleans. Then he went over to Detroit with Dan Campbell. He's a former cornerback for Texas A&M.
Okay.
Yeah. He played the league for the Cowboys and other teams. But yeah, he should have a shot. He's been a hot name for a few years now and just hasn't got a job. So I'm hoping he gets a job this time around, even if it's not in Chicago. Yeah.
Well,
okay. All right.
It's a hot spot to land in,
Yes, absolutely. I think it's a great job. And let's look at our last NFL headline.
Oof. Exciting one.
Jameis
being Jameis.
Did I spell his name right?
You spelled his name right, yep.
Jameis being Jameis. Hey, man. I mean, if nothing else, the boy is entertaining as hell.
He is. And, my favorite thing about it all is we're losing games, yes, but Jameis Winston is showing us what happens to this offense when you get out there and you get the ball downfield. You get the ball in the receiver's hands. You connect on what you need to connect on. He posted, this is his stat line in the Denver game. 34. He went 34 for 58 pass attempts, He had 497 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and 2 of those interceptions were pick sixes, one of which sealed the game for us.
So he threw 6 touchdowns.
Technically, yeah. And I saw something.
You throw 6 touchdowns, then you lose. You throw 500. You throw for 500 yards, 6 touchdowns, and you lose.
I saw something that said if you add the yards for those pick sixes to his total, he would have thrown for like 609 yards.
Wow. Yeah. So if you'd have said that before the game started, that Jameis would throw for 500 yards and 3 touchdowns with y'all's defense, I would say, oh yeah, it's a Cleveland victory. What happened to the defense, bro?
They're hurting, man. I don't know. I think last year our defense just dug their boots in the ground so hard for us. And maybe it's just harder for them to do it this year. Maybe they can't replicate the same thing. They're probably just tired. And they're hurting, and it's our offensive turn to shine. And it is shining. I don't know. Bo Nix is an animal. The Denver Broncos are not as bad of a team as I expected them to be when it came to this game.
Yeah. Bo Nix is playing incredible.
He is.
But I thought, I expected y'all's D-line, especially Myles Garrett, to get to him at least once.
Yeah.
He wasn't sacked, was he? Not to my knowledge. Or at least not by Myles Garrett.
I do not believe so. I will look right now.
That's a shame. Like, is Denver's O-line that good? Are they O-tackles? Huh?
Yeah, he wasn't sacked. He got picked off twice, but he did not take a sack at all.
So it could be a combination of him getting the ball out really, really fast, or the O-line just blocking the hell out of y'all.
Yeah. Well, Jameis Winston also did something incredible Monday night against the Denver Broncos. He broke the record, the Browns single game passing yard record
Oh wow!
Previously, it was 457, and Jameis broke it in the fourth quarter once he hit 460. But it's set now at 497.
Wow!
So.
Look at Jameis.
He
Jameis
also
being Jameis.
Connected with Jerry Jeudy 9 times, and Jerry Jeudy ended the game with 235 yards and 1 touchdown.
Is that not a Cleveland Browns receiving record?
That may be.
Like that's 2 records in one game. Like Deshaun Watson had the reverse record. He had the lowest yards in a game.
Jerry Jeudy does have a record. It's the most receiving yards against your former team. Mm-hmm.
There you go. I did hear that. Bro. There you go.
2 record breaks in a night, and we still lose. What?
What are the odds, man? Only Cleveland.
And Elijah Moore posts his second 100-plus yard receiving with 8 receptions and 111 receiving yards, no touchdowns.
Wow.
Just a fantastic game for our players.
For your offense.
For our offense, yeah. Fantastic game for our offense.
But it's like, 3, it's 3 different teams: offense, defense, and special teams, man. You gotta have it.
We're losing. It's hard to be mad when we're losing with Jameis Winston.
It's very hard to be mad, man.
The things he says
the boy puts his all into everything.
Yeah.
I feel like he puts his all into every throw, because if he would take something off of these 5-yard throws, he might have had over 500 yards. He's about to break boys' fingers. And he wonder why they missing balls.
Me as a Browns fan, I'm just happy to see the offense working with someone that can get the ball down there. Because, while Deshaun Watson was terrible, it was kind of like, is Deshaun Watson really bad, or is the offense we have set up just not that great?
Now we know the truth.
Now we know the truth, exactly.
Yeah, because is Deshaun hurt? Would you say, or you don't want to give him that excuse? Is Deshaun hurt?
Deshaun's never playing football for the Cleveland Browns ever again.
No, well, yeah, I know he's hurt now.
He's going to be on the roster, but
I meant, like, is something wrong with his arm? Did it all of a sudden become a noodle arm? Like, what happened?
I don't know the answer to it. I don't know. Maybe he just lost heart.
Okay.
He just lost desire to play. Maybe because more stuff happened to him this year off the field. He's in court again.
You know what he became?
What he became?
You know what he became?
What is that?
He became what I like to call a fat cat.
Okay.
He got paid, and now he don't want to perform.
Yeah, and that could very well be it.
You get paid, so now, everything pisses you off. Everything upsets you because you got your money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he'll be a backup. If we need him next year, then we're gonna start. He's gonna start. He's gonna play if we need him to play.
Cleveland is the worst franchise ever, bro. I don't know why you love Cleveland. And I'm only saying that because they need a quarterback, man.
Yeah.
Draft you a young guy.
Yeah.
Use Jameis as a bridge or get a different bridge. Hell, it don't matter to me. But it ain't gonna be Deshaun.
No.
Pay the man his money. Do what the NBA do. Pay him his money. Like, it's gonna be on your books whether he stay on your team or you cut him.
Yeah.
Pay him his money, cut him because he's going to be a cancer. Draft a young guy who doesn't have a big contract. Somebody you believe in. Hell, draft 2. Do what San Francisco do. Draft 1 early and 1 late. And I mean, just do something.
Yeah.
Like, and the only reason I care about Cleveland is because of you, bro. Without you, I wouldn't give a damn.
Yeah. We do. We do. Some good quarterbacks coming into the draft next year. You know? hopefully we can snack. I wouldn't be upset with the Dylan Gabriel from Oregon
at
I'll
all.
take that.
All the
I
damn
would-
quarterbacks this year, y'all should have drafted one. Did y'all draft the quarterback this year?
No.
Oh Lord, it was a lot of good ones this year.
Mm.
They all the first round quarterbacks doing well, but it was a lot of good depth. But yeah, next year is gonna be the same way. You're not gonna get Shador. I mean, how many wins do y'all have? Y'all not getting Shador though, because
4?
Deion not gonna let him go to y'all.
No, he definitely wouldn't. I believe.
But if y'all are, if y'all are 4 or 5 wins, y'all gonna be in the top 10.
3.
Oh,
We have
3 wins?
Yeah.
Oh, y'all might be in the top 5. Do y'all still have the first round pick? I'm pretty sure y'all do.
Let me see.
I don't know who y'all would have traded it to. And if y'all don't draft Dylan Gabriel or like it might be top
Yeah,
heavy.
we have it first.
It might not be a whole lot of depth, but it might be top heavy. But if y'all get one of the top 3, keep it moving, get y'all a brother. I'm tired of them white boys y'all be drafting. Get a brother. Well, y'all have brothers. Y'all got y'all brothers doing y'all bad. Y'all might draft a white quarterback like y'all quarterback room full of brothers. Yeah. No, I get you. Man. I'm just joking.
Yeah,
I want to see Cleveland do well.
We need good quarterback play. That's all we've ever needed, really, it seems.
Yeah. And another tight end. I was telling my boy, because we went to someone watched it. If y'all had another top tight end to pair with Njoku, oh yeah, your offense will really be unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need another tight end. Y'all got and Jerry Jeudy came out of his shell against Denver. Now let's see if he's gonna do it the rest of the year, right?
I mean, he's been doing great with Jameis Winston throwing him the ball.
Has he? Okay.
Jameis really is what brought Jerry Jeudy into the light.
Oh, okay.
And I don't even think that's something only Jameis could have done. I just
Yeah.
think it took someone actually throwing him the ball, and maybe that was his problem in
With
Denver before.
Deshaun couldn't get him in Denver.
Yeah,
Russell Wilson couldn't get him the ball.
because Russell's great now, but where was that? Where was that in Denver? That was nowhere to be found.
Crazy how everybody needs their person.
Yeah.
Sean Payton wasn't Russell Wilson's person.
Mm-mm.
Mike Tomlin is Russell Wilson's person. Bo Nix is Sean Payton's person. It's crazy how that works. Like he didn't suck as he didn't suck as a head coach. He just needed his person.
Exactly.
Russell Wilson didn't have a noodle arm. He just needed his person.
There you go.
Yeah, that's crazy how that works, man. But
Mm-hmm.
it's also funny and exciting at the same time.
Yeah.
All right, man. You want to get into it?
Let's go. I'm excited to see. See, I don't know what yours are gonna be because I have to text you mine. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see what yours are gonna be.
All right. So I don't want to go back and forth, right?
Okay.
So we'll do yours.
Deal.
We'll both talk about yours, and then we'll do, which is the AFC, and then we'll do the NFC. We'll just do it like that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to go back and forth. All right. So we're doing yours. So the son, the prodigal son, the top 3 coaches of the year candidates in the AFC. And we're starting with 2 honorable mention picks.
There we go.
Talk to me.
Honorable mention. Okay, so we'll go Andy Reid first. 11-1 on the year. Had to bring him up. This is the worst Chiefs team we've seen
And they're 11-1.
in recent history, and he's still winning games. He's still first seed right now. Could lose it.
Yeah.
Could lose it. The Bills could take it. The Steelers could take it.
Bills are a game back. Steelers, are they a game back?
They're 2 games back. But I could not put them on there. And there was 5 coaches.
I agree.
there was honestly 5 coaches in the AFC that I could realistically see winning this, or really 5 that I could only see winning it, and he was one of them. He just didn't make the top 3. Sean McDermott. The Bills have been just gliding through with a kind of like normal roster. They don't really. I mean, they have Josh Allen, of course, but I mean,
they were supposed to have not had any receivers this year.
No,
and yet all they do is move the ball.
They're making do.
They have a nice running game.
They do, with a name that nobody expected to be all that phenomenal. You know.
Yeah.
So the two teams that everyone expects to see at the top every year are at the top, and you know their coaches got to be mentioned for this.
Yeah,
they're both doing great, but these other 3 coaches next, in my opinion, deserve it more than the 2 of them do.
Okay, there you go. So number 3 for you.
Here we go.
For Tyler's Coach of the Year candidates in the AFC.
Here we go. Number 3, Mike Tomlin, head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hey, he's in your top 3. You couldn't hate on Tomlin, man. He's doing too great a job, right?
I can always hate on Mike Tomlin, but I'm not going to here. Coming into the season, he went and got Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, a decision that for me, I was like, I don't know what you're doing here. You went and got a quarterback that I believe in Justin Fields. You went and got a quarterback that, I mean, at the time I thought was washed, but not like Deshaun Watson washed. A quarterback I thought was washed, but still serviceable, still could play and win some games.
Yep.
And it was kind of confusing to a lot of people, a surprising move to a lot of people. Justin Fields, I mean, Russell Wilson gets hurt before the season starts, so you start Justin Fields. He wins like 5 out of the 6 games he started. And then Russell Wilson's healthy again, and you just throw Russell Wilson back in there. When he made that decision, me and you were on here talking about, what are you doing? You trying to throw your season away? Like, what has gotten into you, Mike? Like, you just don't care about anything at all. Well, turns out Mike's just a genius coach, and it was one of the best decisions he's made in a long time. And not to say he's made bad decisions recently, but it was a great decision. Russell Wilson's playing some of the best football of his career. They're head of the AFC North right now at 9-3.
Yeah, he just threw for over 400 yards.
He just threw for over 400 yards?
If it wasn't this week, it was last week. I mean,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. I mean, he you know, because
he's playing great.
Yeah,
he's not. Even Russell Wilson himself has proven everybody, like, yeah, I sucked in Denver. Don't suck anymore though, and it's unfortunate to see. As a Browns fan, I had the opposite of expectations for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year than where they are, and opposite for my team, and it's unfortunate. But I got to give Mike Tomlin his props.
Yeah.
Everybody was confused as to what was going on in his head this year when all this man wanted to do was win, and that's what he's doing. So,
yeah. And yet, you guys have beaten what? Baltimore and who you guys beat? Y'all beat two really good teams. So it's not like
Jacksonville, we beat Baltimore, and we beat Pittsburgh.
And so you've beaten Pittsburgh already. Mm-hmm. So it's not like.
And we're still going to sweep
them again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you did pick the sweep.
I did pick the sweep, and it's coming literally next week. Sunday is coming.
All right. I look forward to seeing y'all try. I look forward to seeing Jameis. Really, James. See there, James. All right. So your number 2 pick in the AFC for Coach of the Year is
Sean Payton. There we go. We were just talking about him. So, yeah. Sean Payton lost Russell Wilson. Not like it was the biggest hit in the world because they were trash with Russell Wilson anyways. They go on, draft Bo Nix.
Russell Wilson wasn't his person.
I'm sorry?
So Russell Wilson wasn't his person.
Yeah, Russell Wilson wasn't, and Bo Nix was. Also a bit of a slow start, but they've came into it nicely. They're hunting for the playoffs right now. This is no one, again, just like with the Mike Tomlin one, except, people still expect them to go over 500 because he's never not did that. Everyone expected the Denver Broncos to be at the bottom of the AFC West this year, and they are in third, but they're right behind. They pretty much share a record with the Chargers, who are right ahead of them. They have a real shot at the playoffs. They've exceeded expectation, without a doubt, with also a team I'm going to say similar to Buffalo in that it's not like nothing special, It's just a pretty normal team when you look at it from the surface, But Bo Nix was a great choice, and I like Bo Nix. I didn't think he was going to be the worst one in the world. I didn't think he was going to be so good so quickly. I didn't think he would be doing this well right now.
Right.
But Sean Payton knew, and now he's getting the fruits of his labor,
Yeah, man. And not to be overlooked, their defense is doing one hell of a job this year.
Yeah.
And a rookie quarterback's best friend is a good defense.
Yeah.
They really have one, and it's helped them out. And he's a good choice for Coach of the Year.
Again, and I put him over Mike because coming into it already, Mike has never had a below 500 season. Right? He's never had one of those, right? I'm pretty sure. Is he just on a streak?
No, he's never had. He's had. He was 500, maybe. But he's never been below.
Never been below, right? Okay, so never been below. So he's always had a winning record at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He went and he has two good quarterbacks in his locker room,
Yep.
And he's already established as a great coach. And, he put himself in a kind of odd situation, but Sean Payton was at the bottom, practically. He was at the bottom with Russell. Russell left. You're still at the bottom.
Expectations were a lot lower with Sean Payton, absolutely, and that's the tiebreaker. You have two really good coaches, two teams that really rose above expectations. You say, well, who rose above expectations more?
Yeah,
and Sean Payton probably.
It was Sean, so that's why he's in second for me.
Okay, so if a guy with a rookie quarterback that's playing pretty decent ball is in second place, who is first place?
Jim Harbaugh,
Yes, sir.
Los Angeles Chargers. As I said for Sean to Mike, Jim to Sean, the Chargers have been terrible. Terrible. So bad, terrible recently, in recent history. And Jim Harbaugh turned that all around in one season. All of it.
Yeah.
Flipped the entire script.
Well, he did have a good quarterback.
He does have a good quarterback.
He ain't got a rookie.
But Justin Herbert's been hurt. He's been hurting.
Yeah.
He's been hurt a lot. And Jay Herbo's good. Yeah. I love me some Jay Herbo. But all these quarterbacks that these coaches have are good. Did everyone expect Bo Nix to be as great as Bo Nix ended up being? No. At least not as quick. But I don't know. I feel like the Chargers were in a worse spot than Denver was.
Yeah.
And hurting a lot more. And in more need for a coach to come and turn it all around because Brandon Staley did not do that for them.
Yeah.
And I wish Jim was there when Brandon was there and they had the roster they had then, because that was one of the best rosters on paper I've ever
Wasn't
seen.
it? Yeah,
It was so good. Just to make it looked like a jumbled up mess once they hit the field.
I don't see how you could mess that roster up
By doing those weird ass stretches he was doing on the sideline. You see that? If I'm a player and I'm standing there and my coach is down on his hands and knees, like doing these weird back stretches before the game, what are you doing, dude? I don't want to play for you.
Hey, man.
I don't want to get here and play hard football for this guy.
If the coach is your motivation, you got a lot of other issues.
That's the guy leading this team, you know? That's the guy I look to. That's the guy I look to. I come off the sideline, hey, coach. Now, hold on. I got to get my stretches in. Come on, man. Come on, man. What is that? What is that?
You think he waved them off so he got to get his stretches in?
Probably. He probably does. Make some space, guys. Make some space.
No, that's funny. Now that would make me not want to play for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
Good deal, man. I like Jim Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably put the guy with the rookie quarterback ahead of him, but I like him. Yeah, but I like your top.
I just think for as good as this team has needed to be for so long, has seemed to be for so long, but but they were bad. For them to finally find the guy that takes them to that level.
And the thing that Jim Harbaugh has going for him that maybe Sean Payton does not, is that he's coming, and he was an NFL coach before, but he's coming from college, and this is his first year with that team, trying to do all the things that it takes to build the culture, to gain trust, do all of that. Sean Payton had a year head start on him. And so, that would give Jim Harbaugh the nod, in my opinion, well. Good list, man.
Thank you.
But now we go out to the winning list.
Okay.
The winning list.
As a disclaimer, though, I do think the coach of the year this year will be an NFC coach. I do believe that. But I chose to do the AFC coaches. As a disclaimer.
Oh, man, don't tell me that, man. You waving the white flag, man. Tell me that.
Let's see it. What you got?
Honorable mention. So.
Okay.
Yeah, my honorable mention. And I have Nick Sirianni. And he could have been higher because my expectations for Philadelphia was low.
Yeah.
I really thought he had lost the locker room, and I fully expected Philadelphia to crash and burn this year. So he's doing one hell of a job to have him at 10-2, and so that's the reason he's even in the top 5, right? But he has all the talent, though. So, that's why he's not in the top 3, because he's working with some good stuff, some good recipes. Nick Sirianni. No, yeah, that was Nick Sirianni. Matt LaFleur from Green Bay. I expected Green Bay to be decent just because of Jordan Love, man. And so the expectations wasn't really low enough for him to be in my top 3 for where they're at right now. But they are playing really good ball.
9-3.
Yeah, and they're about 2 games, maybe 3 games higher than where I thought they'd be at this point. And that puts him in my top 5.
There you go.
Yeah, what do you think?
I agree. These would be my honorable mentions if I had the NFC side. You did do your fair share of ragging on Sirianni earlier on in the season.
Yeah, man.
So to see you flip a little bit,
They're 10-2.
They are 10-2
and playing well. Yeah, they're not like 10-1 like they were last year.
Yeah.
right? Because they looked like a terrible team, even though they were 10-1 last year.
Mm-hmm.
This year, they're playing really well.
Defense is alive. Them young corners.
Yeah. So again, I thought he had lost the locker room, but obviously, if he did lose it, he's regained it. Yeah. Let's look at number 3.
Oh, at 3? Okay. Okay.
I know, right? And I preface it by like Minnesota's expectations were really low. They could easily be number 2 right here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they could. My 2 and 3 could be flipped just because Minnesota had a really good team. They just didn't have a quarterback. JJ McCarthy should be quarterbacking this team, right?
Yeah.
Isn't he the one that got hurt? And he's a rookie.
Right.
So, and Sam Darnold came out of nowhere to lead this team to the success that they've had this season, although their defense is still stellar, same as they were last year. But that only gets him in my top 3.
Okay.
What do you think?
I just want to say that the Vikings' expectations were low going into it, knowing that J.J. McCarthy was going to be there to start for them.
Yeah.
Then J.J. McCarthy has a season-ending injury before the season even starts, and their expectations plummeted even further once we knew that Sam Darnold was going to be starting for them.
Well, hold on. So the timeline, their expectations were low because they didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
They're drafting a rookie.
Yeah.
Right? But that rookie started balling out.
In the preseason. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in the preseason he was balling. So then the expectations
they raised a
little bit, right?
Fair. They raised a little bit.
Yeah, they can win with this guy. Because again, they had a solid defense and a team around them.
Right.
They still had Justin Jefferson and nice pieces.
Right. Then
the rookie gets hurt.
Boom. Shot to the ground. Boom.
And Sam Darnold has to start. Oh, hell no. Right?
We apologized to him week 8?
Yeah, it took a while for us to apologize. We had to see him play a long way before we apologize. Yeah. So but he's done well enough to get out of my honorable mention and into my top.
He deserved top 3 at least.
Yeah, definitely.
This is where it gets interesting. I think I know the 2 coaches next. I just don't know what order they're in.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm putting a big emphasis on rookie quarterbacks.
Good.
And you can win with the rookie quarterback. I feel like that gives you a nudge. Same with Sean Payton for you.
Yeah.
So I have Dan Quinn number 2.
Okay.
And they drafted a rookie quarterback again, and Washington was a team that also had a recognizably decent defense. They had Brian Robinson Jr. at running back. They had a nice piece there. Some receivers that aren't big names but could catch the ball, right? All they were missing was a quarterback. Or that's the biggest piece they were missing, and it was a rookie, so expectations were not up here.
Yeah,
and he's a LSU rookie, which lately those guys have come into the league like firestorms. I don't know what is it, Brian Kelly, man? Like God, no. Between Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, and Nussmeier that's coming into the league, these guys are really playing some really good ball, and the only common thread is Brian Kelly. So I feel like Dan Quinn, even though Sam Darnold, we didn't think he would be anything right as a quarterback because we thought he was washed up maybe, but he was still a veteran. And veterans, they've proven that they, just like Jameis and other veterans around the league, Russell Wilson, they go from one man's trash to another man's treasure.
There you go.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Way quicker than rookies. So if you can get a rookie to do it, I give you the nod.
There you go.
Dan Quinn went from damn near being fired as Dallas's defensive coordinator to being the runner-up for my coach of the year. What do you say?
Okay. So at the beginning, when you made the reveal for your number 2, I don't know if you know, but my jaw dropped a little bit. Dan Quinn would have been my number 1, but for who I'm assuming your number 1 is, after hearing your explanation a little bit and really thinking about it and melding with it, I'd be okay. They're interchangeable. I'd be okay with either. So that's not a lot of opinion on Dan Quinn himself, but you said it all. You said all that needed to be said. I'm ready to hear you talk about your number 1. And
okay, so so Dan Quinn would be, and I would have him and O'Connell switch out 2 and 3. I wouldn't have either one of them 1 right now, only because I think this guy deserves it.
Yeah, agreed.
And even though the expectations were a lot higher for these guys, I feel like he deserves it this year.
Yeah.
And that's Dan Campbell of the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
I'm not sure anyone expected Detroit to be at this point with only 1 loss. Even as high as the expectations were, as good a team they had last year, to be at this point in the season with just 1 loss. Detroit is synonymous with Cleveland as far as bad franchises go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that should give you hope. If Dan Campbell can turn around Detroit, Kevin Stefanski can damn sure turn around, as you like to say, the 2-time Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski, can definitely turn around Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Right? But I feel like Dan Campbell had all the pieces in place, and they just had to believe. And I feel like, and I'll say this, it turned for them 2 years ago, maybe 3, when they were 1 and 6. And I saw a video. Maybe they were on in-season Hard Knocks or something. I saw the video. Dan Campbell pleaded with these guys. Guys, just trust me. Just believe in me. Believe in the process. Believe in these coaches. Believe that we'll put you guys in the right position. And we'll get there. We'll be there. That was his speech to the guys on the practice field. I think at that moment is when everything changed.
Yeah.
And they've been really playing at a high level ever since. And I used that same speech last year with my JV basketball team because we were losing in the beginning of the year, like something awful. And I knew we were a better team than that. And I told the guys, I said, just believe in me, guys. Just believe that what I'm doing will help you guys get better. Believe in where I'm putting you. And we won like 5 of our last 6 games. 5 teams that had beat us previously, we beat the second time around. And I felt like it was because I used the Dan Campbell "Believe in Me, fellas" speech. What do you think, man?
Yeah, long time coming for Dan. It's really, for me, it's between him and Dan Quinn to win it. I'd be okay with either. And I think, honestly, now, thinking about it, I probably would be more okay with Dan Campbell winning it over Dan Quinn. He deserves it. He deserved it last year, but, so did Kevin Stefanski. I mean, he deserves it. They have 1 loss, 11 wins. They have 1 loss. They lost early to Tampa Bay, but they have a lot of dominating wins too.
Yeah.
A 52-6 against the Jags, 52-14 against the Titans, 47-9 against the Lions, 42-29. 47-9 against the Cowboys, 42-29 to the Seahawks, 24-14 to the Packers. Like, 24-6. The Colts, like,
Yeah.
They have been they've been on a war path.
Yeah.
All year long.
The
Lions know where they want to go, and I think they're gonna get there.
I do too. And it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a showdown between the Lions and the Chiefs. Although I think the Chiefs are gonna.
The Chiefs are not making it to.
I don't think so either. I think
there again.
Yeah. Again, and I'm saying that because of their record, but I feel like they'll lose in the playoff. The Chiefs, either to Pittsburgh, and I picked Baltimore at the beginning of the year, but the more I think about it, man, it's going to be Pittsburgh or somebody else. It ain't going to be Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore not playing good. Yeah, in the AFC Championship, that's going to knock off the Chiefs.
Oh, you don't think it's going to be Baltimore that does it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is. I would like it to be because I want to see Lamar Jackson do his thing, but they look really shaky. They look as shaky as the Chiefs to me.
I'll tell you right now, I am a huge Chiefs hater. Huge Chiefs hater. I'm also a Browns fan.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to see Baltimore or like Cincy or Pittsburgh even in a Super Bowl.
Yep.
I would much rather see Kansas City in another Super Bowl than the Steelers, but I would rather see the Ravens in a Super Bowl than the Chiefs and the Steelers.
Absolutely.
I honestly just don't like Pittsburgh at all.
I get that.
I don't like the Ravens and the Bengals because I can't like them. Yeah. I don't like Pittsburgh because I don't like Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
It's not even it goes past it being just an AFC North thing.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, I just not a fan of the team at all.
Yeah, man. And it's hard for me because I was such a fan of those 70s Pittsburgh Steelers teams. They had all of those Hall of Famers. They just used to kick butt. So I don't hate them like that, right? And then I'm a fan of the black head coach. It's just in me.
Yeah, of course.
But we'll see.
We will see.
All right, man. Good deal. That was great, man. We'll see which choices end up being in the NFL's top 3, right?
Yeah.
Who get like the top 3 vote getters type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel pretty confident in my choices.
I definitely think your top 3 will probably be the NFL's top 3. I feel like Jim Harbaugh is probably kind of an underrated pick. I know a lot of people that agree with me that he should be, but
yeah, and I feel like again, first year coach, having to redo the culture, I feel like he could definitely be there.
Yeah.
I probably would have picked Tomlin ahead of is that what I said? No, that's the rookie. But
mm-hmm.
and Tomlin's had to do a lot. So Sean, Denver's head coach, he can rub people the wrong way, man. So I can see people hating on him to get the award. But it's tough coaching the rookie quarterback, and they're at 8 wins right now.
They're at 8 wins.
But what Sumlin had to do, I can easily see Sumlin winning
it. Sorry, say that again.
What Tomlin had to do,
mm-hmm.
I can easily see him winning it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just having to juggle these 2 quarterbacks, nobody expected much out of either one.
Yeah.
And you won with both.
Yeah.
That's damn near what Stefanski did last year, just to a higher degree.
Yeah.
I can see him winning it. So that's a good choice on your part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But hopefully Dan Campbell wins it because I feel like it's his year. And if he doesn't win it for Detroit this year, he probably won't.
He probably won't. Yeah. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Looking at the standings right now, I'm just gonna call out what the playoff picture is looking like from each side. So starting with the NFC, first seed as of right now, Lions, second Eagles, third Seattle, and fourth is the Falcons, and then the fifth would be the Vikings, followed by the Packers, and then the Commanders.
Okay, so the Commanders are not leading the division.
No, they are second.
Oh yeah, the Eagles. My bad. That's right. So they're the wild card then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
And then over on the AFC side right now, Chiefs first seed, Bills second, Steelers third, Texans fourth. And then it would be Chargers 6, and then the Ravens and Broncos have the same record and percentage. So let's see, then be Ravens, Broncos. So Chiefs, Bills, Steelers, Texans, Chargers, Ravens, Broncos on the AFC side.
Okay. There you go. So we're in fourth place. We would probably play.
You would play.
In the wild card round. So
you play the Broncos.
The Broncos. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
How do you feel about that? How would you feel about that matchup?
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Bo Nix is balling, but I'd feel good about our defense getting to him and being able to win that game. Definitely.
Okay.
Yep. So who would the other matchup be in the wild card?
Oh, let's see. It would be Broncos, Texans, Ravens, Steelers, Chargers, Bills.
Oh, so.
Oh wait.
Chargers. So
no. I'm sorry. I had that backwards. It'd be Bills, Broncos, Ravens, Texans, Chargers. Wait, what?
So we play the Ravens in the wild card?
Hold on. I'm sorry. My brain's just not working right now. Because the second seed plays the 7th seed. And that would be the Broncos.
Isn't there 2 buys? There's only 1 buy?
There's just 1 buy, yeah. It's just the first seed gets a buy. Yeah.
So 2 plays 7.
So 2 plays 7. 4 plays 6. 4 plays 5. So you guys would play the Chargers, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. You guys play the Chargers. The Steelers would play the Ravens, and the Broncos would play the Bills. So how do you feel about that? Does that change anything? Which matchup would you prefer?
Out of the Chargers and the Broncos, I'd probably prefer so I'd prefer to play the rookie quarterback, but I think maybe Denver's defense is better than the Chargers. Mm-hmm. So, maybe I'd prefer to play the Chargers. Herbert is a good quarterback. So, rookie coach and defense not as good. Maybe I go with them.
Mm-hmm.
What are their records?
Well, the Chargers and Bills. I mean, the Chargers and Broncos. The Chargers are 8-4. The Broncos are 8-5. So they're right there with.
And we're 8-5. Yeah, so we all right there together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm looking forward to the Texans playing on Christmas Day.
There you go.
Yeah. You know,
Who do you guys play?
I don't have a schedule on me.
I'll look.
I
I
know we
got it
play
right here.
on Christmas Day.
I got it. You guys will be playing the Ravens on Christmas Day.
Baltimore, that's right.
Oh, you guys are about to play you guys have got the Chiefs in 2 weeks.
Yep, we're gonna play
Take
on
'em
a
out.
Monday. Yeah, I think we're gonna play on a Thursday night, maybe a Monday.
We have the Chiefs soon as well. I'm pretty sure we play Pittsburgh Sunday, then someone else, and then the Chiefs, I believe.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay, so we have Kansas City on a Saturday, then Baltimore that Wednesday. So we got Miami on a Sunday, then Kansas City on that Saturday, and Baltimore that Wednesday. We have 3 games in 11 days. Miami, Kansas City, and Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least 2 of them are at home, so one of them is on the road. But you got 3 games in 11 days. It's tough, man. Football.
Hold on. What? I'm seeing. Wait a second. You guys play the Chiefs on the 21st.
Yeah, Saturday. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Baltimore that Wednesday on Christmas.
And then. Oh, okay. Yeah. We're good.
Yeah.
You guys are on bye right now. That's why I was confused.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because it said 2 games from now, you guys play the Chiefs, and then it said 2 games from now, we play the Chiefs. I was like, how does that make sense? You guys are on bye.
So our last 4 losses, by 2 at Green Bay, which they came back on us, by 8 at the Jets, by 3 at Detroit, in which they came back on us, and by 5 versus Tennessee. Like we just can't, like, everything is close.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is close. We beat Jacksonville 23-20. We beat Indianapolis 23-20. We beat Buffalo 23-20. We beat Jacksonville 24-20. Like, you couldn't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
We beat Chicago 19-13. We beat Indianapolis 29-27. Like, really? Is that just what a defensive head coach gives you? Like, you can't blow anybody out?
Right.
That's crazy.
It is.
And we have 2 blowouts. We have a 41-21 victory at New England and 34-10 at Dallas. But, you know, everything else is within 3 to 7 points.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But, you know, it's looking like that for the Kansas City Chiefs too, you know. So
Is it?
A lot of their games are close. The bulk of their games that they've won this year have been close, competitive games with teams that you wouldn't think naturally that they'd be close and competitive with. But again, they are having a down year, so it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm just hoping for some Kansas City L's to be taken soon. And I hope they don't get the first seed because I don't want them to have a bye. They don't need a bye. Get them out in the first round. Get them out in the first
wild card round. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Send them on home packing, thinking about all the mistakes they made this year. Send their refs home too. We don't want them.
But Kansas City lost every single preseason game, and then they won 9 straight.
Scraping by though. Scraping by. It wasn't dominant victories.
Not at all.
Usual Chiefs fashion.
26,
but they're still winning. Oh my goodness. Even when they suck, they still win.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Right? And it's so infuriating. Because all my friends are like, we still winning though. Shut up, dude. You suck. We're still winning.
The first time they played the Chargers, they won by 7. So maybe the Chargers can get them back this time.
Maybe. I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Did you see that Raiders game?
No, I just heard about it. I did not
Oh
see
my
it.
goodness. Oh my. I would fire him. I would fire him on the spot. I wouldn't do that, but I would want to.
Yeah.
He just snapped that ball for what seemed like no reason. He was given no indication to. I don't know how he got confused.
Quarterback wasn't looking.
No, but he didn't call for the ball to be hyped. He didn't call for the ball to be snapped. The center just snapped it. The center just had I don't know what he thought. I don't know what he heard to make him think the ball was ready. Aiden wasn't even looking at him. He was like checking his routes and he was like looking at the defense. And then he looks over and the ball's bouncing off his chest.
Yo.
Like, what is going on? And they had that game.
They had it. Yeah, they were in short field goal range.
They had it.
Yep.
I don't even care about the Raiders, but I care about the Chiefs losing. And when they continue to win in baloney ways like this, it's like something's got to be going on in the background.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like to get conspiratorial with football, but seeing this week in and week out, it's hard not to be. Just a little bit.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Is this how it felt when Tom Brady was going insane?
Bro, when Tom Brady was playing, it felt like the angels were just shining on him every game, you know. Like, oh man, is this what it means to be an angel or a leprechaun or something? You know, because you can't beat luck. You can't defeat luck. You know, if you have the luck of the Irish, you can't defeat that.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But, you know, I feel like Tom Brady just had the luck of, Tom Brady. But you can't defeat hard work either.
No. See, that's the difference between the 11-1 Detroit Lions and the 11-1 Kansas City Chiefs. You can't beat luck. You can't beat hard work.
Yeah.
And Detroit ain't lucky.
And I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. That's coming. Speaking of luck, did you hear that Andrew Luck is going to be the general manager? Yeah.
Yep.
The football program. That's wild because they just recently, in recent years, started having general managers for college.
Right, I didn't even know that was a thing like that.
Don't even know what the title entails. That's how little I've seen the title general manager. Don't know what they do.
Right.
But it's good for him, and I think he'll be great at it.
Yeah.
I just don't know what he'll do. Everything, I guess. Yeah.
Hopefully it's actually a position and not just like a
figurehead type of deal.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if I was a player, hearing that made me want to go there. Like, oh yeah, that's cool. I want to be where he's at, and then just to come there and find out, he's just kind of like
he has no power.
He's just kind of like a representative.
Yeah, he just shakes hands and kisses babies.
He'll come and watch a practice or two. That would be pretty disappointing. So
yeah, man. Yeah, but no, that was cool thing to see.
Are you excited for the college football playoffs?
I am. As a college football fan, I am. I hate Texas A&M won't be a part of it, but I am. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see the first round games. See what teams nobody thought would make it could break through and beat some of these blue blood programs. But you know what? Having these 12 teams, and it might end up being an Alabama or Ohio State up top anyway. More teams doesn't keep the blue bloods from winning these things. It just allows more teams the opportunity to win. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's Alabama, Ohio State,
And
Georgia could still win. Oregon.
Clemson, we lost to South Carolina, and I thought it was over. I thought our chances of
I did
making
too.
the playoffs were dead
that
and
wasn't the
gone.
conference game for y'all.
No, it was not.
Yeah. Oh, that helps.
But with Miami losing to Syracuse, we are going to be playing in the ACC championship game against SMU.
Oh, that's what did it
And
for
if we
y'all.
win, then we will
Y'all are in
be
there.
in the college football playoffs. Now, if we lose, we won't be. But if we defeat SMU, we will be in the playoffs.
So Miami lost, got y'all
Miami
into
lost.
the championship game.
Yep. If they would have won, then they would have been playing in the championship game. Yep.
Yeah, and then even if they'd have lost, they probably would have still been in college playoff. If they'd have lost to SMU in the championship game. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so now Clemson has to win to get in.
Yeah.
SMU probably is in even if they lose. Maybe not, but I would think they probably are.
Mhm.
And man, that's gonna be something. I'm rooting
It
for
is.
SMU. I'm letting you know right now. I'm rooting for SMU to go all the way, not just to beat Clemson, to go all the way.
All the way.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And you know what would be great
What would be great?
if SMU met Texas in the national title game and whooped that ass. That would be awesome to see. Well, really,
Okay.
Texas losing in the first round would be awesome, and then SMU beating Georgia, Ohio State, or somebody like that in the championship
Mhm.
would be great. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing they are. What is their CFP ranking? I'm not even seeing them in there.
SMU?
Let me see. Oh, they're number 8.
Yeah.
In the college football playoff rankings.
Yeah, so I
And
think
we
if they
are
lose to
17.
Yeah, if they lose to Clemson, they'll maybe drop to 12, 11. They should drop out of it.
Right.
You never know. You never know.
You never know. I'm praying for my boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need it. I was very distraught when we lost that game. I was like, come on. And the thing I was watching it on kept freezing in the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter. So I was like, come on, dude. I didn't even get to see us lose. I had to sit there and refresh on Google
Yeah.
while I was at work. But then my boy texted me because I was upset about it, and I was talking to him.
Was
and
it
he
a
was
last
like,
second field goal or something?
Yeah, they kicked a field goal.
Yeah, that quarterback was tough. Yeah.
But my homeboy texted me and was like, if Miami loses this game, y'all still got a chance, right? And I was like, I did not know that. And then they lost.
Yeah.
It was tied 28-28 whenever I started paying attention to it, and then it ended up 34-28.
Yeah, it was Georgia Tech, huh? Was it?
No, Syracuse.
Oh, Syracuse. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah. So
What's going on, man?
hanging out. Justin Timberlake's coming on Sunday. I get to work it.
Wow.
Which means I get to watch it until I gotta pick up chairs at the end. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw the next night, I get to watch it until I
Wow.
gotta pick up chairs.
What did you watch this past weekend? What happened? What they have over there?
Hockey games.
The whole weekend. Okay, that's all you watched.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
You
I
should
work
learn-
the
You
games.
should be learning the rules of hockey since you got to watch it so much.
I watch what's going on because we have to. There's stuff we have to do at the end of periods or in the middle of periods and stuff.
Yep.
So
Oh, okay.
I watch, and we won. Last week, we played a game against the Worcester Railers, I think their name is. and we won 6-2. We scored 4 goals in the first period.
Wow.
I swear they scored 2 in like the first 2 minutes of it. It was pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know a lot about hockey, so I don't know. I imagine 6 is a lot though, because the few games I've played.
It's like soccer. 6 is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
It's nice to watch. I'm hoping I can see some fights. I've seen some almost fights, and I've heard that they have new refs, and the old refs they used to have would let them fight, but these new refs kind of stop it, and that's why they don't fight a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hear they used to fight like all the time, like almost every like night. So I'm hoping the refs loosen up. Maybe I can.
Man.
I've always seen it as like fighting being like kind of like a big thing about hockey.
Like part of it, yeah.
So it's nice. It's cool. It's fun.
Good.
I'm gonna learn how to drive a Zamboni soon, so I'll be out there on the ice.
On the ice, that's what's up. You got to get a special certification to drive a Zamboni?
Nope, I don't think so. I think you just gotta be taught how to do it.
CDL. Yeah, no, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool.
So what's up with you, Dan?
Nothing, man. Looking forward to Christmas vacation getting here.
Me too.
Yeah, man, you gotta get your ticket.
Yep, tomorrow.
Okay, we'll say that. That's what's up. We'll have to do some shows live down here. I'll see if I can find some places for us to do some shows.
Yeah.
Be cool, man. Be real cool.
All
right, big dog.
Well, wonderful show.
Yes, sir.
See y'all again next week.
Hey, man. It's always a great show when it's me and you, when it's father and son.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
All right, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, sir.
And I will see you guys next time. Love you, Dad.
See you in a week. Love you, man. Peace.
And goodbye, everybody.
All right, baby.